Welcome. Welcome all of you. Happy holidays. So great to see all of you. I hope you're all doing good. Hello, hello, hello. I'm making dessert again today. It's Cambodian, Laos, Thai kind of dessert. This type of dessert is so popular in Southeast Asia, especially the three nations, Thailand, Cambodia, and Laos. And they make these especially on wedding gatherings, Buddhist Lent Day, New Year, funerals. So it's one of those desserts that it's very well known. Okay? So I'm shredding the coconut. I found this huge coconut for $5. Okay, so it's so much juice, it filled up the whole glass. I got one like 16 ounces glass plus. It was extra because it's so huge. It's one of those huge coconut. I'm so happy with it. I was gonna save this shell here. Once I'm done, I'm gonna remove all this extra husk so I can decorate it. Or I can put plant on it. Normally, I'll grow plant in it, especially the orchids. Orchid grow from coconut shell really well. Just want to welcome all of you, YouTube, TikTok. Welcome all of you, okay? Easy today. Yesterday I was caught up in something else and wasn't able to come on, but I'm delighted to be back on. Back here I have my coconut milk, sauteing this to help this cake cook a little bit quicker and easy to wrap. I have to pre-cook the sticky rice. Welcome. Hello to all of you. It's so great to see you. Chef Anna is making ansam tea or ข้าวต้มกล้วย ข้าวต้มห่อ and so mine's a little bit different than others. You know, I like to put the fresh coconut into the sticky rice. I have two kind of beans. I have red beans and I think there's a lentil bean. Okay, don't quote me on it. And then the coconut, and then I'm gonna saute my sticky rice in a coconut milk. I have about I think 16 ounces coconut milk. And I'm condensing it right now before I cook my rice in it because I do not want it to get soggy on my rice. I want to be able to wrap sticky rice that is not soggy, okay? Because when we steam it, it's gonna cook really well, and you can tell, okay? So huge coconut, I can't help it, okay? It's so huge. Normally, you find a smaller version of it, but and then that day when I was shopping at the grocery store, American grocery store, I was surprised to see this huge coconut. But you have to be selective when you do buy coconut, okay? Make sure that they're fresh, okay? There's no mold and a lot of juice. When you pick it up, you'll be able to shake and you can hear the juice rattling, and make sure that it's not too old. Check for mold and expired. The only thing right here, it won't get expired in the shell, in the husk. The husk is removed and then the shell have no protection. And if it's in the husk too long, live in that dampened place, it'll grow. It will have that little seedling grow. And in years, it grow into a big coconut tree. In year, it produce the coconut. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna add some salt in it because it does require a little bit of salt for it to enhance the flavor. I already had the banana. I have plantain banana because I couldn't get the type of banana that I would like to put on the dessert. But it does not matter. I have the type of banana there that can perfectly make this type of dessert. Okay, let me get my salt, please. I'm gonna do about 1 teaspoon of salt, okay, because it's a lot of rice. I had about I'm not sure. I measured the night before. I pre-soak the rice, the sticky rice, wash and pre-soak it. Okay. And I'm gonna add some, maybe a little bit of sugar, probably half of because the banana is very ripened. I sampled it yesterday and it's quite sweet, but I want some sweetness on the sticky rice itself. So when you bite into it, you have a little tinge of sweetness on the sticky rice, and then the filling, which is the plantain banana, that also produced a little sugar within it. So we have double dose. Okay, if you strict on sugars, you can leave it out. Okay, omit it, you're fine. But for me, sometimes the plantain does not give the same flavor as the other type of banana, which is it's okay to add the sugar or not. But in this particular, I add a very little just to give like a nice flavor. Okay. You know what? Probably do just quarter cup, because a friend of mine, she does not like a lot of sweetness in it, so I'm gonna share with her. So every time I make sweet and it's not too sweet, she enjoys it, and that makes me feel nice when someone able to enjoy the cooking. You know, sometimes when we make food, we wanted to make sure that people were able to enjoy it. No, not just, I'm not cooking for myself, I'm cooking for family members, so it's gonna be justifiable for families, okay? So I can measure this for you, but you don't have to make as much, because the reason I make this much because my mom, she had been eating very well, and once I make these, I'm able to put in the fridge, the freezer for a long period of time, so that she can have it. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I believe I have total 10 cups. Okay, I know I counted the night before. I'm gonna go ahead and put it all in there. Or have a little liquid on the bottom. Let me drain. I make this cake before. You guys may have seen me doing these before. Throughout the course of my cooking, there's time that I might be repeating a few times of the recipe, and that just because the cooking get popular and get popularity, and family will done requesting it, and I will make it upon request. I have some coconut oil also right here. I'm gonna do about quarter of a cup of coconut oil to help the rice cook smoother when it's steamed. And it helps the sticky rice to look even shinier. Okay? So I'm icing this quarter cup. If it's more and less, I never worry. Okay? as long as that chili peppers, okay? Chili pepper, there's a limit to it. If we have too much, then we have trouble because someone cannot eat it. But here, right here, the more coconut milk, the more coconut cream, it's better. It helps the cake taste smoother, creamier, and it's really, really pleasant. Okay, so it's okay to have extra. For one, I like extra coconut because I'm crazy about coconut. That's why it's being okay to be coconut crazy. Oh my goodness. And I'll let it simmer. Why I need to get this part going also. Okay, we do multiple segments because when you cook in a restaurant, you don't have time to talk. Okay, you're just gonna read the menu. You just read the order and then you execute the cooking. You don't have time to chat. You don't have time to go out and take a break unless you're on break. Okay, so same thing. Trying to do multi-function as long as I remember I have stove burning on the back so that way I don't burn it. Okay. So with these shredders, you gotta get it from the Asian store. It does so well and it gives you like this beautiful shredding. I don't recommend it for carrots. Okay, this is specifically for coconut. And no, you don't have to be anything but love for the cooking. Okay, so this one is very mature, so it came right off. Oh, look at that, which is nice. One of these days I will show you how to do coconut oil out of coconut. Okay, it's very easy. Here's the other half. Let me get a little bit out of here and then we should be rolling. Look at that. It tastes so good. This is fresh mature coconut. This is not young coconut, okay? The juice of coconut here, it's safe to consume. I have a glass of this. When I crack it open, I collect a glass of coconut water out of this skull here. Okay, it has a lot of juice in it. I'm cooking the rice enough to make it sticky. Okay, so I probably need a little bit of coconut oil because it's still sticky, though it'll be sticky anyway. So overall, I think we have half a cup. because each time I cook, it's a different amount of sticky rice. So that's why I will recipe it as I go along. Oh, I better turn them because it's turning brown on the bottom. I think that's all I need because it starts to form. It's getting a little bit sticky. I'm probably gonna add a little bit more salt, okay? Maybe what I have 1 teaspoon, so I'm gonna do another half. In here I have 1/16 ounce of coconut milk, half of cup of coconut oil, 1.5 teaspoon of salt. Oh yeah, 1/4 cup of sugars. Okay, let me get a little bit more of coconut, shredded coconut, then we should be able to roll this, okay? And I'll move the camera on the other side because my friend will be home and she will want to have the space available for her cooking her dinner, making dinner. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this in there and see if I have enough. So I have about 3 cups of shredded coconut, or about 1 of this. No, I got about almost of it, okay? We like to keep our kitchen clean for each other. No, it's not quite enough coconut yet. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and process a little more. Okay, don't be hiding on me now. Sorry, it went hiding. Well, I'll tell you what, okay, I have some that I shredded, but other time, I'm gonna go ahead and add it in there, so it's about another cup. So I have about 4 cups of shredded coconut. There, you should be very happy right now. Got a lot of coconut, shredded coconut in here. Thank you for the heart. Welcome. Welcome all of you. Okay. I'm not sure if your country make these, but these are very popular in Cambodia, Thailand, and Laos. And Vietnam, they make them too, I think. I'm not sure, but definitely the pork sticky rice, definitely we make those on Som Churuk. Okay, I saw them make them. And I do on Som Churuk also, which is the pork sticky rice wrap. Okay. So the sticky rice look a little bit sticky. Okay, easier to wrap them in the banana leaves. Okay, let me turn my camera on the other way, so that way I'll be out of her way when she come home, because she didn't like to be on camera. And I'll try to get on here early before she get home. Normally she get home late, early, that depends on who came in last in the shop. She's a nail technician, so sometimes she be home around 10, around 9, around 8. Definitely not before 5. So right now it's 5:45, so she should be here about 7. Though I wanted to move over there to give her the this side of the kitchen. Okay, let me situate it and I'll move you. Give me just a second. Okay, please do not go away. Right, I'm just gonna turn everything that way. Okay, so I got a little bit of mess here, which I will clean up when I'm done. Okay, something back in a let me process the banana first before we move on the other side. Okay, so we need so I had the plantain bananas, which is the kind that you can get from Filipino store, or even sometimes American store carry them too. Okay, so it depends on what situation they do. Sometimes they carry them, sometimes they don't. And definitely this one is a lot longer and more bigger than the typical one. So because it's so long, okay, I don't want my cake that long. I'm particular about it, so I'm gonna go ahead and divide them. Okay, I'm gonna cut it in about 1 inch. I cut about 3 inch, you know, about that long. Okay, so this I'm gonna do quarter, because I can do the whole banana, but then it gets so big and it's hard to roll. Okay, so because I want the cake in the same size, I'm gonna measure this for sure. And this, we can use those also. You know. I can do the whole bananas, but it's gonna be big cake. I like the cute little one. It's nicer. I peeled this and I kept it in the fridge for one night. It's pretty ripened. Okay, very ripe, very sweet. And I made tempura banana before, which is pretty good. It's very popular in Thailand and Cambodia also. Okay, so these are the desserts that we share the kosher food all together, and we should be friends and get along, you know, as you know. Sometimes the neighboring country don't always get along, but I think they signed another agreement to cease fire, so let's see how that go. Okay, let's pray that it's gonna work this time, and that the neighbor will keep honor, or will keep promise and honor their integrities. This banana, I also can make smashed banana steam cake. I think I had that before. If I have too much, if I have more than I need today, I can smash it up and add a little bit of flour, rice flours or sticky rice flour, and mix it up just like the what you call it, the banana, just like the banana nut cake the other day. Oh, that banana nut cake, it was so good, and my family still want some more. Okay, so I can make banana nut cake out of this also. Okay, it's no different. I'd like to welcome all of you. I hope you're doing good. Happy post-holiday. New Year is coming around the corner, and I wonder what I'll be making. I hope I don't have to cook. I have not request made yet that I have to cook. Okay, sometimes I want to be free cooking on holiday because I wanted to be able to enjoy and relax and with the family. So I don't volunteer unless I'm being requested. Okay, so unless my family said, "Hey, mom, can you make dinner, or can you host a party, or can you make this and bring along? It'll be potluck style," then yes, I'm not gonna resist. Okay, I do that all the time. But sometimes when my daughter, she appreciate me and she said, "Mom, no cooking, just bring yourself and bring my grandma with you, and enjoy." Okay, I want you to relax. I want you to enjoy. You do all the cooking already. This time, let us cook for you. That's so sweet, you know. When someone cook for you, that's so sweet. Okay, let me wash this off, please. Okay, we are good. We are good. What I have left to do next is to arrange, not arrange. I already cleaned the banana leaves. Okay, now I need to do is cut it, and I didn't have the pre-cut banana leaves this time. I have the whole banana leaves. It's so neat because I have the yellow one too, because what it is that when the banana leaves is left out long, it will turn yellow. Okay, it just like responds to the weather turning yellow according to the season. Okay, so let me move this on this side over here, so we can, when we move everything over here, we'll have room. So this cake here is not that simple, okay? It's a little bit more complicated than some of the sweet that we made, and that's why a lot of young generation do not even try this, because it's that, oh, we don't know where to get banana leaves. And I gather, you know, I'm with them 100% on that, because it's so difficult to try to get banana leaves. It's ridiculous to try to get the kind of banana that is suitable for this type of cooking. So this, I found it in the frozen section in the Asian grocery store. These, I got it from the family of mine that I went to have Christmas dinner with. She made some sticky rice cake that she only need a little bit, but she ended up buying too much, and then she was gonna throw it away. So I said, can I have it so I can make sticky rice cake? And she said, oh, yeah. She was happy that we're able to use these. So I got lucky on that. But because it turned brown, not brown, okay, it will turn brown, but then it turned yellow. It still smell okay, so I'm still good on that. So if it smells like the dead leaves, then I can't use it. I don't want my cake to be ruined and smell like rotten cake, okay? Because these were turned rotten. That's why they kept it in the freezer to prolong the life of it. So I washed this really well. I washed it. Oops, sorry. I have someone that disagreed with me earlier. Make sure that you wash really well, because this leaf right here collect all kind of algae because it's such a big leaf. You know, wash and clean them. I should have done this before I come online, but I got so many things to get ready before I came online. So these are just going to show you how it's done. Okay, just want to say hello to all of you. Oh, thanks. Stand with Cambodia. Okay, go Cambodia. Peace and unity for Cambodia. I am a Cambodian. Okay, I'm Thai descent, but definitely I'm Cambodian. I'm with Cambodian. I voted Cambodian. I resoluted I'll be Cambodian. Yes, my Thai family, my Thai friend. You're not losing anybody, okay? I'm just on vacation right now from being Thai because I'm still upset. I'm not biased. I'm just upset over the situation. So it got me so upset is that I stopped speaking the language, and that's how much it upset me. I mean, I could be a little bit more grown up, but I can't help my emotion, you know. When our emotion run high, we run out of reason. But I still love my Thai people. I still love my Thai family. I still love Thailand. It's just that I'm just disappointed, despondent. I wish that, you know, we just keep peace. We just don't hurt each other. If you're gonna be big and bossy, you know, take out on someone who big and bossy, and that's what I see. You know, I mean, if you go bossy, someone that don't have the same capacity, then it's not cool. Just remember that. Okay, so I'm upset. You know, I'm disappointed. I'm hurt. I cried about it all the time. What hurt me most was to see this young man did his TikTok and talk about, because he is the wildlife. He worked with the Cambodian wildlife preservations. He oversees the elephants and the extinction animals. And during the bombing, during the Thai bombing, the shrapnel hits and killed the mama and the infant elephant, and he was crying. So I cried too, you know, because that man's shit hurt. Oops, my bad. That hurt. You know, before a human do anything, thinking to hurt another human or to disarm another country, it's not just hurting people, it's hurting animals that have nothing to do with war, don't know anything about war, you know, don't know anything about human inhumanity. You know, they just animals who just live day by day to survive like the rest of us. So there's a lot of broken leaves because it's in the freezer, and this type of leaves, because it's so huge, is going to get affected by the storages. So I'm saying, you know what I mean, when I see the elephant killed in the bombing, as a result of bombing, I'm like, I just can't help it, you know, with sadness. Saw the young man, he cried so much, he was horsey, trying to show us what happened to the elephant. The whole village evacuated to safety. He stayed behind with the elephant. He didn't leave. He didn't worry about his own life. He stayed with the elephant. And then they bombed in the area, and some of the elephant had scared and run off to the wild, and now they have to go trace them once the bombing stopped. You know, because when they got scared, they take off running, just like cow, dog, and cat. When they see thunders or gunfire, they would take off. They just run because they're scared. They want to go to, they want to find safety. So they would go into the thick wood, and then they would be stepping on landmine, and that won't be cool. Because Cambodia still have millions of landmines that was planted by the Khmer Rouge. Yeah. You know, the Khmer Rouge, there were millions of landmines planted preventing Thai invasions and the Cambodian to escape during the Khmer Rouge. So majority of the landmine in the forest or in the wood are not being removed yet. They're still active on the land, under the ground. So that's why there's not a lot of wild animal left in the kingdom, because they do step on landmines, and some of the species, except for monkey who live on the canopies, they be safe, okay? But if they walk on the land, they'll get killed also, just like the elephant, tigers and deers and all the land commuters. There are not too many species left anymore, because Cambodians used to have a whole bunch of wild animals, four-leggers, elephant, cheetahs, and tigers, and horses, and antler, and all that. But now, since the landmine was planted, so some of those animals didn't survive the landmine. Okay, there's too many planted. Okay, so I have everything ready. The banana ready to go. In fact, I should put a little salt on the banana, but it's too mushy. Yeah, but I have my leaves done. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and heading toward the other side of the kitchen, so that way we can start cooking. Okay, because I wanted to free space for my friend when she come home. She will have the stove to cook and warm up her food. Okay. All right, let me move you to on the other side. I'm just gonna turn the light that way and the camera. Let me bring the recipe, the ingredients over here first. Sorry about that, okay? I'll be situated in a second. Okay, let me move you over. This is my living room. Sorry, my living room. Actually, my family room. Let me turn over my light. The technicality is so sophisticated. My leaves. And my sticky rice over here. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my steamer. So when I have enough cake to steam, I'm gonna go ahead and steam. Okay? Thank you for your patience. I think I'm settled now. Sorry about that. It's a little bit crazy, huh? So I'm trying to do the wrapping in a way that it does not require me to bind it. Okay, so there's certain way to fold this without having to bind them together. So if I'm clever enough to do that, we would not need the string. Just in case, I have it right here. I have my scissor here if I need it. Okay, so to do that, I have my lentil bean, and then the red bean, I believe. Okay, you can use black bean. I don't have black bean. Okay, typically I would peel off the skin, but that would be extra fiber that I need for these. Okay, we're gonna put it right here, and of course I have the sticky rice that I pre-cook just to get it to form. Okay, you can do this raw, you're fine. Okay, but I learned that once it's done, once it's pre-cooked a little bit, not completely. Okay, we don't want the overly cook. We want it to to partially cook. Oh, let me see if that worked better. That worked better? I'm not sure. Okay, but oh, I'm trying to adjust the light. Yeah. How about there? Worse? You love the banana leaves? Avich? Are you Filipino? Oh, thank you. I try to keep my hair out of cooking today. Okay. This banana here, banana leaf is so little, okay? We definitely can turn this around in different direction. It helped the banana, it helped to wrap the cake better. Okay, let me try my technique and see if it's gonna work. Okay, if it's not, I'm gonna have to find a new technique for this. The technique is to have the origami fold, which is a very unique fold. Okay, let's see if I have the right kind of position to do this. So if you can tell that I am to reinforce this, I could do it one single layer of banana leaves, because look at how many holes they have in here. So it's not going to work with single layer. So we're going to reinforce it. Okay, we can do double layer. Okay, let me try the first one first. If it works, if it's not, I'll be crying. Okay, so I'm gonna do about we'll do about 2 tablespoons of sticky rice here. Okay, and I don't want to touch the bananas, but it's right here. Okay, the bananas. Let me get something that I can do quickly. Okay, so we can do about 3 inches long, okay? Because I think that's where our banana is. Booyah, it fit right in. Okay, and we're gonna add another cup of sticky rice to cover it. It look big, okay? I mean, I like it slim, so I'm gonna go ahead and readjust this. This is big. Normally I make a baby looking one. Okay, we're gonna add some bean in it. Okay, a few on both sides. I could make this in the rice. I could do that also. Okay. All right. Good luck. See if it's gonna work. I hear the banana leaf rip already. If I do this type of type of rolling, I would definitely need I definitely would need to bind them, which is no problem. I have the yarn to do that. Okay, you can do cheese string if you like, but I have crochet yarn. I can use that. Okay, so to bind this, we need double of these. You need 2 of this. Okay, you need 2 cake. You will need a partner, or you can do single bind. It's fine. Okay, typically we'll do double bind. I mean, we do a couple binding. So let me do another one. Typically when I do the origami, I don't need to bind them because I just tuck them in. Okay, but there's a lot of hole on the banana leaves, which I don't like because it just causes a lot of problem with wrapping it. See that? It still have a lot of hole in it, so it's make it increasingly difficult to wrap it. Okay, so like this one right here, it's too big. Okay. And the reason the banana leaf is so popular, because banana leaf has like a very amazing flavor from it. Okay, it just had the amazing aroma. Okay, we'll add some beans. Some of them I will do without beans because some of my family members don't like beans in this dessert here. So I'm trying to please all my family members. And sometimes I feel like, who is pleasing me? Once I can. Well, we don't cook like you. That's why we can please you. Yeah, thank you so much. At least somebody acknowledged that, So it's hard to say. And they said, well, it's difficult to please you because you cook. And then you would tell us, I try not to mesmerize my kids and be overly criticized of their food, because I give them the credit for taking the time and effort and managing it, and that they're willing to learn and cooking. Okay, that's, to me, that's important. Okay, so what it is that back here, I just make a crease here and then fold it, and it'll give us that little unique crease right here. Okay, you do the same thing on both sides. And there's a few ways of doing these. The little fold right there. Okay. Okay. So this right here, so I have a couple here. I can go ahead and bind them. Okay. The another technique that I do all the time without the binding is to get all the banana leaves situated in a way that it does not need binding, but here it does need binding. So we put this couple together right here and we'll bind them together. Okay, it's easy to do that. Let me show you how. So you can get any kind of string you like. Okay, in this case I have the yarn because it's already paid for, so I'm gonna use it. Okay, I use the white one, so that way it's gonna look very pretty. Okay, so we can do that. Okay. Easy cheesy, and switch it over through there and come on this side. Don't tie it too hard because when the sticky rice cook, it expand and it will not looking pretty. Okay, it would like give you a hard time. It will be like splitting. Okay, we don't want it to split. We want to have a nice binding. Yeah. Okay. All right, there you go. That's the first couple. Easy. Okay. So this is another way of doing this particular cake here, is to have it bind like that. Okay. Simple, right? Okay, we'll repeat a few times. By the end of this cooking show, you will become an expert in wrapping banana cake. Look at that. It's not even a healthy leaf, so it had hole everywhere. And then, to be honest with you, banana leaf is such big leaves. Okay, it's like it's too flat. So this is one side of banana leaf. So this one side. Okay, so both sides will be that big. Okay, so for this baby to withstand the wind without breaking, it's not possible. Okay, so especially in the monsoon nation, the banana leaf will be splitting 500 pieces. So I don't know how they keep all these banana leaves in a better shape than I thought it would be. You know, I know it because my family have banana farms, so we grew up on banana farm, and there are a few kind of bananas that our family produce. Okay, so it's for the family farm, so grow for the farm and for the market also. You know, we take it to the neighborhood market, like farmer market, and we sell these. Or people will come to the village and then buy it and harvest themselves. Okay, so the thing about Asia is that they're easy people. You know, if they want something, if they want to buy something to sell at the market, they will come and to the farm and harvest it themselves. You know, they bring their bag, they bring the scale, they bring the cash, and then they go to the farm and they harvest whatever they need that already need the vegetable or fruit that they're ready to be sold to the market. So the same thing for recyclable item. You know, when I went to Thailand and Cambodia, the recyclable truck will come all the way into the village. All you need to do is just bring it to the truck. They just drove through the village and or town, and then give you all those free cash. You don't have to even drive. You don't have to go to the recyclable center to recycle your unwanted item. You know. So there's a lot of qualities thing, you know, in Asia that a lot of Westerners don't do, you know, because first of all, not all of us recycle, because they recycle is hassle, because here in Las Vegas, there's no recycle program here, but the government, and the the garbage company would collect them, but we're not getting cash for it. Okay, they just collect it for you for free, and then I think they recycle them, make money out of us. And certain state that have that don't have recyclable program because they not do taxations on the bottle. Okay, some katom, yes, exactly. Bye, sabaydi. ห่อข้าวต้มกล้วยมื้อนี้กล้วยข้าวเหนียวมะพร้าวใบตอง see I live in a Lao community so long, bye. Babe, I speak the language so well that you won't even know that I'm not Laos. I'm not kidding. I can't remember the last name of this family that I was serving. Pimason, I think it was the last name, Pimason. They were one of those family from Laos that they came in like the latest arrival, like in 1996, I think it was, like some of the last arrival or some of the late arrival. So the Pimason were really good people. I got to know them. So the husband, he was a nice gentleman. I got to know the whole family. The wife, the husband are really nice. They especially nice to me because I provide them the services. The husband, he was crippled. He had some sort of malignant that really need that he can't walk, so he was paralyzed, waist down, and he was in a lot of pain. So he need all kind of medical services. So I used to drive him to Stanford University at the hospital there, and I would do interpreting for him. I gave them the transportation, and he'll get his codeine because he in such a great pain. He have to have strong painkillers. So so Pimason was really nice people. I gotten to know them and got close with the family. So what happened was that so one day I was in the community and I ran into my Cambodian friend or another client that are Cambodian. So I started speaking in Cambodian. So the Pimaloon, not Pimbachan, Pimaloon, they all look at me like, what? So when I tell them that I'm a native of Cambodia, so, so I self-taught Laos, okay? It was one of those languages that I love profoundly because I have love for the people, so the language come easy. So the Pimaloon was really nice couple that I have come to make a family out of, because I provide so much services, and the wife always cook me khao niao and sin, okay, sin ngua, and she will bring it to my work all the time. So my office used to say, oh, Vanna is so lucky. She got people cooking for her. So the great love from the Pimaloon was so ordinary. So, I mean, it was so strong is that I feel the love and the compassion. And so when I moved away a little bit because I was in a transition of moving out of the city. So I moved to Fresno for so many good years, so I lost touch with Pimaloon. I think the old man would have passed because he was a gentleman, like really resilient. He's so strong. The pain it was in, and then they hook him on the codeine. So he was so addicted to codeine, and I think the codeine was what caused him the most pain reaction. Okay, I mean, he needed it because the pain was so severe that he needed codeine, but then he used it so long and he got addicted to it, you know, just like opioids and all those strong painkiller. All right, so we have two so far. Okay, so when the water boil, we can steam this and we can sample it, right? So this is another technique of doing the khao tom gui or khao tom mat, okay, or unsolved jade. Okay, khao tom gui. Okay, so I'm searching for Pimaloon family. I know that husband may have passed because he was not in good health, and actually the reason that we broke away because they have demolished. It was on Sonora Street, which is very infested, gang infestation. This is where all the people who cannot afford rent live there. The rent are very affordable for low income folk, and also for a lot of other activities. Okay, for majority of our Asian live on that Sonora Street because it's affordable. So, and then later on, when the HUTS program purchased the area and demolished Sonora Street and relocate everybody, and because I moved away and I didn't really keep in touch with them. I think they moved and changed the phone number, and I lost touch with them since 2000. It was a long time ago. Okay, so up until now, I still remember the Pimaloon family because they were so kind to me, and their love was unforgettable. You know, they left the imprint of their love is so unmatched. It was so great. And this one example of some of the Asian people that I work with, okay, that I have made different in their life, and sometimes I see them years later, or 10, 20 years later, they still remember me as long as I remain young and the same age. I mean, the same, as long as I remain ageless and don't change in the physical being, people will still remember me because I have that happen many times when I able to meet some of people that I helped like the past 30 something 40 years, and they be still calling me by first name, and I have to like apologize for wanting to know where we have met, you know. Most of the time they would tell us that, they'll tell me that, oh, I met you through school because you were helping my kid with their working with the kid to help reduce the truancy. Because after the Asian kids started going to school and learning the new way of new way of life, and they started cutting schools, and the parent don't know, because parent must drop off the kid at school and thinking the kid will stay in school, you know, but it's not like that. Kids are smart, so once they got dropped off from school, and they be going the other way to find an adventure, you know. And when they started absent one time, okay, well, you know, it's not bad at all not being caught, so they try another 500 times. By the time you know it, they're now behind in credit for 1 year or 2 years, and that create a lot of issue in the Asian community kids when the truancy became like a very severe issue, and have to get the community member to come in and help connecting with the family. And even so, you know, a lot of time don't even the parent get involved, and the truancy didn't cease because then kid got involved in gang and in drugs and other issues. So it required law enforcement to come in and reinforcing at that level. There's a lot of issue going on during those times, you know, during those like the large influx of Asians kids coming to the country, and dealing with the cultural crash when they don't really being accepted of who they are, and the struggle to survive in school. They so a lot of time when the Asian boys started to form their own unity, you know, by creating gang unit. So we have severe gang issue in the area, all the Asian gangs, and then now they're fighting against the Black and Latinos and the Vietnamese. And then we have some Chinese and Japanese and the Samoan. So now everybody had their own, you know, gang unit. So, and then Stockton Unified School District create the gang unit task force. And they have the gang unit task force, okay? They have narcotic task force. They have child abuse adolescent task force. So the gang unit, we work closely with the Asians, especially to help suppress and working with the family that have kids in the gangs. It was so serious. It's not taken lightly, because Asian gang was so brutal. Okay, they brutal on each other to the point where they started to unalive each other. You know, they protect their territory, they protect their turf, they become vigilant, they become mean, they got into drugs and weapons and all that. So it was like nasty. All that I work with, I think I mentioned that already in some of my my previous my previous content, how I connect with the Asian community, that I can walk the neighborhood without fear, because I know so many gang members. I know I work with them through court. They came in for counseling and through the diversion program. So I get to work with some of them, you know, and now some of those gang members, I see that they are now grandfather, so they're not so aggressive, you know. They become, if they don't get deported, and they become better citizens. They have left behind their legacy, not passing on the legacy. They relinquish their activities, become better citizens. Some of them didn't survive. Well, majority of them didn't survive. So those who survive will have family and trying to live right. But then now that all this deportation, you know, people will go in hiding, and that affect my community a whole lot too. I'm not with the agency anymore, so I don't hear a whole lot, but I know that it affect the community. Okay. I have 3 so far. I think my pot is boiling. Let me do one more, and we can steam those. Okay. So that's why my connection in the community, in the Laotian language. I didn't speak Hmong or Mien or Lao Tung. Oh, not Lao Tung. I didn't speak the Mien, the Hmong, the Mien. Well, most of the Mien, the Hmong, the men, they do speak Laotian, so I don't even have to worry about the language. Look at this color. It's yellow color, which is nice. Like I said, I was impressed with it, because seldom that I see yellow banana leaves. Okay, it's like impressive. To get banana leaf to turn yellow, you have to get the young banana leaf and leave it in the bag for a couple of days, and it'll turn yellow. In my experience, it turned yellow. Okay. All right, so here we go. Let's see how this goes. So that's how I am connected to the Asian community, to the Laos community, through the work, through the work in the community. I work in the community for 30, 40 something years. So I love by many. I'm loved by many, and I love many people that I serve. Okay, you cannot serve people without having the compassion, having the love for the community. You have to have those type of thing in order to work in the community well, because people will give love and respect, and because the work that I do will provide all the services and deliver the services and connect them to the resource and provide with the language and all that. So people appreciate that. You know, when I came to America, I didn't have people like that. Only one person that like make a big difference in my life. Not one, okay? There are the principal at Lincoln High School, Dr. Villains, and my principal, my English teacher, Mr. K, Mrs. Graham, my American government teacher, Mrs. Shulman, and Mrs. Dryden, Miss Diana, and then Mintam DeAngeli, the Vietnamese worker. She came to work at the school as the social service capacity, because what happened was that was so many Asian students that moved to Stockton, California because of the weather, because it's a farming community, and because of the people moved there to reunite with each other. They want to be around their own people. So everybody moved to California, and when they heard about Stockton, California, where a lot of Laos people already adjusted there, and then a lot of other Asian people, the Hmong, the Mien, the Vietnamese, the Cambodian, already settled in that particular town. Okay, so peoples are all there. So we came in that small community. So I think it's about 15,000 altogether of the Asian population. That was according to 2010 census. And that because not all of them report to census, so that was like under number. It's not correct counting either. Okay, we all united in that one town, you know, fishing, farming, and I can't remember what year that was, when I think it must be around 1989, where the community came together and built the community garden. They call community gardens, and were able to work with the government to purchase land for the family to grow crops, to grow farm, to have farm. So that project was good. It's part of this gentleman named Raj. I can't remember his last name. Rashi is the Hindu descent, and he loved the community. So he was a retiree, but he continued to work in the community, volunteer in the community to help build the capacity. So the yellow leaf is not that cool. It's it's breakable. Okay, it's not flexible. It's different kind of banana leaf, which is, it's cute and cut it, but then it's too thick. There's no accommodation at all. So let me switch over. So I can't remember Raj's first name. That might be his last name. I can't remember. So we started building the community garden and allow the people to rent the land, and the community, the city would help subsidize with providing the irrigations and the water to help the community garden plant crops so they can become self-reliant, self-sustainable. So with that project, a lot of Hmong people had saved enough money through the project. I think they can make small loan, business loan or agricultural loan, and they purchased land and they started to farm. Okay, so if you go to Stockton, California, or Northern California, Southern California, you see some of the fruit stand that are owned by Hmong people. Okay, Hmong people have the most successful, not too many Cambodian farmers in the area, like in the northern and central California. Majorities are the Hmong family who love farming because Hmong people, they came from tribal, the highland of Laos, so they love farming. So when the government initiated that project, it worked so well for a lot of Hmong and Mians and the Laos people. Cambodian too, a few were partaking of that project. It was successful because then we have some small farm owner, some farmland owner, which is very, very show some stability, some self-sufficient, and for the minority community. So I remember the project really well. It was so fun. My agency, Apsara, do take part of that component. Also, they used to run a small land where allow the Khmer people to farm on it. And then it didn't successfully done well because a lot of people who live in that project was like elderly people, and they don't want to farm because they're too old to farm. So and then the young people, they said they don't want to farm because they want to be in school, they want to be educated, they don't want to be farmers. So still people have attitude about how inferior the farmer are, and that's why Pol Pot kills so many, because people think that farmers are inferior folk. So it still possess that attitude about farmers are not extinctive members, but they got to understand that farmers are crucial community that help feed the country, so they don't understand that. They think that going to school, become a doctor, a lawyer, or what have you, prestigious. Okay, so I love the color of it. Okay, so it's really nice. There's a few more, so I still have a whole bunch of this, so we're gonna have fun doing that. But then I'm gonna go ahead and put in the steamer. Okay, the steamer is running. So I have 4 so far. Okay, by the time we're done doing these, we're gonna have the cake done, so that I can show you exactly how it look like when it's done. Okay, so yeah, so let me, oh yeah, believe me, Hmong farm, they're huge. I love the strawberry, and they grow the sticky rice, no, the sticky corn, or they call it sticky rice corn, but I'm allergic to corn. I can't have those. It's so cute. And then they grow so many kind of crops. They have ube yam. They grow ube yam, but they're not very big though. They're bigger than my thumb, and those are the best. You steam it, you have for snack. Because you excuse me, let me put this in steamer, and I'll be right back and continue with this. Okay. Traditionally, people will boil this dessert, okay, but I'm gonna steam it. It may take a little longer to steam it than boil it, okay, but I like it steamed because it's not too soggy. But boiling work also, okay. In Cambodia, people boil it, but for me, I steam it because I didn't make mine as big, especially when I make the mini one that steam quickly. Okay, because my rice is already partially cooked, so it will take about 45 minutes to steam it. And today it's a little bit chubby, so I'm probably gonna take a whole hour to steam to make sure that the sticky rice and the bean cook completely. Okay, and because it had fillings of banana, so that don't matter how long it takes, as long it cooked thoroughly in and out, because they have 3 layers, 4 layers. We have the banana leaf, we have the sticky rice, and we have the bananas. So we have 3 layers. So it's gonna take a little bit of time to cook. But once it's done, I'm telling you, those are the best kind of food to store, because my mom had not been eating very well, so she loved this kind of food. So I'm gonna make plenty for her. We can put in the fridge, or the freezer, and we can just stick in the microwave for a few minutes, and the cake is good to serve. I have the juice from the coconut. I drank some of it. So this coconut produced more than a 16 ounce of juice here. Okay, so it's so refreshing. It's so nice and refreshing because I have it in the fridge for days. With that coconut, the big round coconut. That was one of the biggest coconut. I was in love with that coconut when I found it at the market. I said, I don't have menu for, I'm gonna cook beside doing this, okay? So I was in love with that coconut. I brought it home and I put him in the fridge for a few days. You know, he's still good. And I saved the receipt because what I learned about some of this product that out in the market, sometimes when they have it out too long and it turned bad, it turned rotten because they have it on the in the market too long or on the shelf too long and it expired, you know. And sometimes when I bring it home and I cut it open, it's moldy inside, or I can sample by the juice of it. If the juice smell foul, taste sour, it's really sour, that means it's bad, okay? So the coconut juice should be very very nice and sweet, and not extremely sweet, but nice and fresh. And the coconut give out its stale flavor. If it's old, you can smell it's stale, okay? If you know what stale food smell like or taste like, well, I can't explain it. It's just not fresh, okay? It's just like, it's rotten. And exactly the same way for the coconut, because even it's covered by seeds, it doesn't mean that it does not get rotten. It does, you know, everything has expiration. So just remember to check for freshness from the outside of it. You can tell if something been there. If it isn't old, it can be like a really dark brown or very brown, very unusual, okay? And if it's fresh, then it had that creamy texture out there of it, okay? And well, some of the mature coconut, it can be brown too if it's fresh, okay? But sometimes the brown is coming from being on the shelf too long, and that's how it turned brown, okay? But in the homeland, they do not unhusk it until they used it, so they leave it inside the seed, inside the husk, and keep it from the dampen or dryness. Otherwise, it'll grow a little coconut tree. And I used to, you know, on my dad's farm, I have my own coconut tree. My dad said that, well, this coconut tree was planted for your wedding day. I'm like, I think my dad planned to marry me off since the day I was born, you know, because that's how things are in Cambodia. Girl get married off so young, you know. The minute she reaches puberty, mom and dad will fix her already, because they said that they believe that girls don't need education, especially girls who live on a farm, you know, farmers daughters don't need education, because she's going to be living, she going to be married off and live with her husband anyway, so she don't need to get educated. She just become a housewife and she be good for life, you know. So that's what happened to me. My dad tried to fix me in that fashion. Well, I told you about the pig, right? I mean, he even have the pig. He even buy the pig for me to raise for my wedding feast. He was like ready to like marry me off for real. Well, I'm glad that I'm not in Cambodia, because even I was in America, my dad was gonna fix me with his friend's son. I I didn't agree, so I met my ex. I thought he was like a man in my life. And I refilled the hand that my parents approved for me. And I'm gonna add a little more banana. So what happened is that my parents told me that because I didn't marry someone that they approve, if something go wrong with my life, and he said I can't blame anybody but myself. So that was fine. I blame myself for being nice, but I'm still nice. But I learned. It took me a couple times, but I learned. I learned. I know a little bit more now. You know who to trust, when to trust. Oh, the yellow leaf is not good. Okay, it's so fresh. It's not. It's so breakable because it's kind of banana leaf that's thick and see, it's crunchy. I'm not gonna be able to use it. I can use it for decoration probably. Okay. So I'm glad that I have these leaves here that I have in here. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to even wrap my cake today. Okay. I'll do 2 layers because it had nice reinforcement. So I end up with a man of my choice, and yeah, the rest of the story where I live the consequences of. It's not my fault, you know. I mean, he bring about the infliction. So I didn't blame myself for anything because if I don't cause it, then I can't blame myself. And when you do everything that you're supposed to do and it's still not good enough, then it's time to hit the road. Don't you agree? Thank you, bye. Bye. Time to hit the road, okay? Don't allow yourself to get in a situation, the helpless situation, okay? You are helpless when you put yourself in that situation. You can help yourself. You have the power to change the situation in your life. Because you're married to somebody, it does not mean that you that you set for life. Okay, not like that. That's what my mom believed, that you know, when she's married and she's set for life, and if we get treated badly, then it's unfortunate. They said it's your karma. You probably did something to him. This life he's coming back to get paid, to get payback. So, well, okay. So I don't remember I did anything bad to him, and where life it came from. You know, as far I learned from is that we all came from one source, that is from God. You know, I don't know if God had any kind of karma set beforehand, or it might be true because in Buddhism there's reincarnation. So they said that we have reincarnated like how many ever cycle life had allowed, you know. So I could have been, you know, according to Buddhism, because they do believe in certain entity. And for Christianity, we don't believe in reincarnation. I mean, in reincarnation, we believe in resurrection. So, and the karma would affect you by causing the sin, you know, and affliction, and we need repentance. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in also. Okay, so that we have 5 cake done so far. So with this right here, oh, when it's by, oh man, it's split right there, but it should be okay. It might try to like escape. Okay, so it might try to escape, but let me put one more string right here to reinforce it. So that's what my mom was telling me, you know, that we possess karma from the previous life, and that if we get treated badly, meaning that we had done something wrong to them in the in the previous life. I said, okay, so I guess I must be punching somebody badly. That's why I'm getting punching in this life. So I'm like, hey, don't make sense. Okay, so so, you know, theoretically speaking, so I'm not confused at all. You know, I'm Christian, so I learned those basic Christian principles. So, all right, let me put this in the steamer, okay? So that way we have a few done already. So if you have an opening, a crack, go ahead and reinforce it, or you can rewrap it. But in this case, I reinforce it, so that way it had a better support. Okay, right. Unfortunately, my steamer only takes 4 cakes, so we're just gonna do the next batch. Okay. So whatever you believe in, just trying to live right, okay? Live in the way that would be harmony and spiritually, integrity, okay? So don't live like you the Lord of the kingdom, okay? Live like you treat people the way you want to be treated. That is with love and dignity. So I've been through a lot, and I can talk about it, you know, but I'm not, because I survived it, and I'm happy with my life now, and I change it. I had that power in my hand to change, so I did. So that was something that we all can do. Okay, like I said, because you're married to somebody, he or she did not own us, don't own you. We have the right to escape. We have the right to leave it. Okay, don't think that you owe them anything. If you do, hey, too bad. Come and get it when I have in a position to pay back. You know, it shouldn't be. If you family, you're married to somebody, then when you support each other, you don't owe anything. Okay, that's just the way families support each other, or men and women support each other, support their kid, support their husband and wife. You know, we don't owe each other. Okay, let me try this one again, see if it's gonna work. It's so crispy, you know. Oh, look at that. Sound of that. Sound like it. Oh my goodness. Very crispy. It's so huge too. It's breaking, but I have 2 layers, so dear. Okay, so suggestion. So when you do buy banana leaves, okay, if it had like this big streak here, okay, that is not good banana leaf. It looked nice and productive, but it's not. Okay, what's this type of banana here? It's thin, it's elastic, and it wraps better. But this one right here is organic because somebody been eating this. Remember I told you guys, I said before that how do you tell if the product is organic? Well, when it's organic, okay, it had holes like that because your mom is queen on the stage. she make a lot of sweet, babe. She make all kind of Lao dessert. But a lot of old people, they love making Lao dessert or Thai dessert, okay? The young generation don't care for because they like donut better than Thai dessert or Khmer or Cambodian or Lao dessert. They said that. That's too complicated, you know. Those are grandma and grandpa recipe. We don't care. So donut is easy. Just go to one of the donut shop or Cambodian or Lao or Thai, mostly Cambodian donut shop. So I think Cambodian chain the donut nation. In fact, there's a donut shop. Can't remember where they have their glaze decorated with Cambodian flags, like the one I wear here, and Apsara dancer and Angkor Wat and all. That was super cool. And they do fundraising for Cambodia. I'm like impressed. It made me cry because they impressed me so much. You know, I mean, to see Cambodian people come together and stand in unity like that, you know, to me, was like amazing. You know, so amazing that in the middle of crisis, in the middle of catastrophe, in the middle of tears, the losses, they stand together in unity. Yes, my my friend here, she does nail too. Yes, Vietnamese do nail, Cambodian do donut. I think Lao do what do Lao do? Farming, right? Or fishing. Okay, one of those. But Vietnamese do a lot of fishing too. But yes, Vietnamese do nail, Cambodian do donut, and I'm not sure what Lao do. I know a lot of Lao do farming. Okay, just like the Hmong people, they do farming also. Okay. Like in a lot of Lao people, Hmong people live in Minnesota. Minnesota have a huge Hmong community there, and see what I'm talking about. The yellow banana leaf is like for the look. Okay, it's useless. Sorry, I cracked it. Okay, let me start over. Oh my goodness. Luckily, I have this leaf that I have here. I only have one package. See, I may not have enough for all of my wrapping need today. So I'll wrap as much as I can. And then the rest I would have to wait until I get some more. Usually I'll get the one that's already trimmed, the 10 inches round trim. And that worked really well. It's a little bit expensive, but it worked really, really well. Okay. I have a lot of Laos friends in high school. I still have a whole bunch of them on Facebook. We reconnected on Facebook. And one of my good friends, her name is, her last name is Song Panya. And she's a good friend of mine. And she's still in California. She moved Northern California. She used to live in Modesto. Now I think she moved to Woodland. Her husband new job in Woodland. So Gail and I, we've been friends for so long. And we know each other so well, and we call each other sister because I'm older than her. So she called me Ue, and I call her No. And her husband Sam Patrice, such a sweet Cambodian Laos young man. He sing in the band. He sing for the party. So he loves singing. He doesn't have his own band, but he sing at the party, and he sing Cambodian, Lao, Thai, American song. So I should be calling them. I didn't call them on Christmas. Sometimes they'd be upset with me. Said, เจ้าหายไปใส่เนาะไม่อย่างบ่ต้องติดต่อมาเขา Oh yeah. Sometimes they know I'm busy, and sometimes Sam would call me out of blue. Said, เป็นไงพี่ไปดีเปล่าทำไมเงียบจัง And he'd be speaking to me in Thai, right? So I said, yeah, you too. You งียบ too. What happened to you? You don't call your sister. So Sam and I, we came from the same refugee camp. I didn't know Sam really well until we got to America, and because we live in such a tight-knit community, so we know each other because we came from the same camp. So almost like we connected, like we related. You know, we call each other sisters, brother and sisters. So that's how close we are. So here we go. We got more holes. Those are the caterpillar hole. I'm happy for that because the caterpillar do live on banana leaves, and they eat banana leaves. Okay, they love banana leaves because it's such a big leaf they can munch all day. Okay, they can eat all day because they have the whole banana leaves to eat. So, oh, just for your information, okay, if you have not seen the bananas caterpillar, they're big. Okay, they're not like regular pepper caterpillar. The banana leaf caterpillar is like bigger than my thumb, for real. I do. I speak Lao. I told you the other day I speak Laos. Since you don't pay attention, that's why you don't remember. I just spoke Lao to you. I was telling you that I learned Laos many years ago when I started working with the people, the Lao speaking community in Stockton. So in order to work with them really well, I have to learn Laos. I can read and write in Laos. That's my fourth language. Yeah. I'm glad that I do because it's so helpful. So one day I was living in Fresno at this time. I went to American grocery store. I was on the aisle looking for something that I need from there, and so this come two ladies. We went in each other way. For some reason, she looked at me and she think I'm Cambodian or Vietnamese or whatever. So this is one of them say, "Hui, ihan, man hai yang ba ok ka thưa." In other words, she said that she called me a not very pleasant name, and she probably want me leave the aisle, because she looking for something also. Ihan, call me, like a bitchy name. So I turned around. I said, "Sabai bo, ơi, no, miปัญหาอย่าง no." I said, "Hello, sister. How are you? Do you have an issue?" And they all jumped. Like, oh,โทษได้เนาะโทษ how บ่ได้หมายความว่าจังซั่น I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I said, "It's okay. No, I mean, whatever you need, go ahead." But that was not very nice though. Iha. I love the simplicity of polyglot person, because you don't have to say anything to people. Because a lot of time people said I look Filipina, so I can get away with people talking crap to me. He said that just like at church the other day, this Filipino couple was from Salt Lake City. They happened to visit with their family here, the kid here, for Christmas. So they came to attend church with us. So they were sitting on the back. I was sitting on the back ahead of them, and after church, they came over. They smiled at me, so I smiled back. The couple, So, and the gentleman asked, "Are you Filipina?" Oh no, they started talking in Tagalog. So I was smiling. No. "Oh, you're not Filipina? Oh, you're not Filipina?" "No, I'm not Filipina." "Oh, what are you?" I said, "Cambodian." "Cambodian? Sound like they never heard of Cambodia. So I said, all this fighting, all this thing going on in the social world, you can't tell me that you don't know where Cambodia is by now. So I have to tell them that Cambodia, Thailand, Vietnam, Laos, and then Malaysia, and then Philippine Island over here, like beneath us. So that's where Cambodia is. Okay, that's roundabout. Oh, Cambodia, nah? Yes, Cambodia. So the couple was so nice. So we started talking. We missed a Sunday school. So it was really nice people. So they were telling me that her husband was in the service, and they are retired now. So they got to travel wherever we need to go. They have kids work in Japan, and some of them in Texas, and some of them here in Las Vegas. So they They told me that they're just enjoying their life, travel all over because her husband had military benefits. So they're like happy couple. So it's so nice to meet the Filipina couple. So a lot of times people think that I'm a Filipina. So I'm not a Filipina. So then instead of asking me, am I a Filipina, they started talking to Tagalog to me, you know. So no, sir. No Tagalog. And I said, what are you? So Cambodia. Oh, Cambodia. Oh, Cambodia. Where is Cambodia? I think Cambodians are so so oblivious. You know, a lot of people don't even know, especially from Philippines. You know, how you not know Philippine people? You know, we just right there. It's gonna be delicious. Bye. You better go tell your mom to make some, okay? Or you can watch this and you can make it yourself. There's a lot of banana leaves in Oakland, California, or you can go further down to Richmond where all the Lao folk are at, and banana leaf will be plenty. And the kind of banana you need for this cake will be plenty also. Or you can use regular American banana. Okay, it's fine. Okay, it's no. This one is a little shorter. There's no game to this. Or you can go to the Asian store and get one already made, so you're cool. Yeah. So you don't have to sweat like I do here. That's what people say. Why bother? You know, I just go to the market and get one for $3, two for $5. It's okay. Get it from the market, 2 for $5. Enjoy. That's what people used to tell me. You know, something so hard. They said we rather buy it. We don't have time for this. We don't have time for this. We don't have patience for this. We don't have ingredient for this. So we said, oh, those are old people. We are not old. That's what I've been told, you know, said, oh, those are for old people. This kind of food is for old people. Only old people know how to make this thing. And I agree with you. You know, I mean, growing up, I didn't make this thing until I started cooking. I did a few times, but it was not in way. I'm okay with it, you know. I mean, like I'm just like the rest of the population. They said it's cheaper to buy it from the store, you know, and it's true. You know, it's cheaper to buy it from the store because there's no sweat. So when you make it yourself, it's a lot of sweating, a lot of hassle because you have to try to go to different store to get the ingredient for this, you know, and you have to get the banana leaves. Before we have banana leaf, we used to make it from the aluminum foil. Okay, for some people who don't have enough banana leaf, they still make it from from the aluminum foil also to help reinforcement. But for me, I can handle this without the foil. Okay, it's simple. It takes a little bit of practice. And I had a nephew who belonged to on my father's side of family. Some moo. Yeah, you can wrap some moo with this, okay? The sour pork. Yeah. I have not made some moo because because Cambodian and Laos we eat different food, you know that, right? I know you guys like some moo because it's a national food. It's your countryman food. We don't make some moo the way you guys make nam, called nam, which is made from the pork meat also, but they make them differently. They wrap in the banana sheet like this too. In Vietnam, I went to Vietnam, right, 4 or 5 times because my former relationship is from Vietnam. It's Cambodian from Vietnam, so I add more banana here because I want some sweetness to it. So I went to Vietnam first time. So I bought a som moo, nam. No, they call it nam. Cambodian call it nam chow. And they wrap in the banana. They wrap in the banana leaf so nice, it's so nice. I mean, and then they wrap and they tied it so neat, so nice, so wonderful. And we bought a whole bunch. So they tied it in 2 bunches, you know, like 20, 30 in the bunch, however you like. So we bring it home. So I wanted some somu on them. And peel it. Peel after peel, peel after peel, peel after the peel until we reach to the core of the peel. And the somu was about this big. And then like the whole thing was like that big, you know, that big. And then the somu was this big. And your mom makes them? Oh, I bet she does. No, I tried to make some more long time ago. I have not tried again because it didn't turn out the way it was. So that's why I'd rather go get it from the Lao market. Yeah. Yeah, well, no, I mean, I can cheat just like anybody else. You know, I don't have to cook. If somebody else is cooking, I'm not cooking it. You know, I mean, got to be smart. Shoot. We all got to be smart. No, making some move was a little effort, okay? I mean, it got to have some kind of effort. Let me microwave this a little bit to like, because it's too fresh. It's very fresh. I won't be able to peel this. Give me a minute or so, please. I ran out of, I couldn't believe I ran out of the leaves already that yeah. I know I'm dealing with these leaves, so breakable. I couldn't believe I ran out so soon. Only got 4, 5, 6 cakes. That was all. The whole banana leaf thing was all gone. I still have a whole bunch of rice here, so I might just wrap enough for today and then I'll wrap some more tomorrow. Did your mom make some move to sell at the market? Yeah, the Vietnamese, they like the food a little bit too sweet. Okay, they like some more sweet. They but they make the mum, the ka mum, which is the fish, the fermented fish. Like, you do the same way, right? You do the sour fish, sumpa. You do sumpa too. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm making the sticky rice dessert today because I have such a hard time with the leaves. So I'm doing the wrap in the bunch like this. I bind it to keep them from falling apart. Okay. So then I have this type of banana leaf that was not even nice. Because in our country, before when we pick this banana leaf, clean it, we'll wash and clean it, and we'll sun dry it, okay? Dry and allow the sheet to dry it up, not dried up, to process in heat, and it's become more elastic. Here I just use microwave and see if it's gonna work. Okay, it's still pretty fresh. Let's see if it's gonna work. If it's not, I run out of the kind of leaf that was doing me really nice earlier. Really good job earlier. I'm putting more bananas because I have extra bananas. These are the beans. Some said don't like beans, but you know what? They're gonna eat what I cook. I'm gonna give them that attitude. If you don't like it, then go get 5 or $2. I mean, 2 for $5. I'm okay with that. So you don't have to give us attitude because you know how to make it. My family. I can hear my daughter saying that right now. You say whatever when they roll their eyes. I said stop rolling those eyes because you can get lazy eye. Okay, let me see if it works. Okay, because I warm this up to get the elasticity out of it. Elasticity. A little bit better, okay? A little bit better, but still crispy. You can hear it. This is so big, so I have to adjust the size. How about that? Okay. Normally I make a whole bunch of this, then I bind them. Okay, but it's the same thing, you know. I mean, I bind it one at a time. It's good as gold. So to do this, you tie it in the middle first to get the reinforcement going. Okay, and then you tie it on the two sides. And I usually tied it like in one side here and one end here, so that it will look nice on both sides, and all the seam will be on the side here. Okay, so I bring the yarn over, okay, and then bring the yarn over, and now I can just put my hand, press it gently, and then reinforce this. Okay, and then return it. Return the yarn to the base by just cutting through. Oh, this one right here split. Hey. I can mend this, okay. Tearing these banana leaves, this is where I'm gonna stop cooking, because it's so hard to cook with this kind of leaves. So this is why the young children don't agree with, because they said too much work. If it's too much work, they don't want it. And I agree with them, you know, but I don't agree totally, because it's something they can learn, because how their great-grandparents have patience for this and we don't. And that's how the culture will diminish, because we stop carrying the tradition, because our parents already cracked the code for this, and all we can do is complaining about, it's too hard. I don't have patience for it. It's not for me. I'll let my mom do it. That's what my kid is. Mom, can you make this? Mom, remember the thing that you make? I don't have a name for it, but you know what I'm talking about. So I have tried to figure out, what are you talking about? You know, the kind of, you wrap it, you put them together with the bananas. So, oh, okay, banana cake. So a lot of holes here. A lot of holes. So the thing with the microwave is that it doesn't heat thoroughly, it does partially. Okay, let me double deck this, because it's already thick. So I might just make enough for today, and I need to get more leaf for tomorrow. Okay, because I don't have enough leaves. I'll make as many as this leaf allow me to do, because it didn't look so pretty. It's just not as pretty as I'd like, because I like everything cute and pretty. So when it does not make to that level, I'm like, I want to redo this. I'm gonna unwrap it and redo it, and I'm just joking. Okay, I won't undo this. It's already wrapped. Some of them is already steaming, so it's not easy to undo that. Let's say that next time I would be more selective with the banana leaves, okay? Because this was like free banana leaves, and I thought I can save a few dollars. It didn't work. No. There's extra length to this. You can do pork fillings out of this, okay? Called khao tom mu. The Vietnamese, they make them so big. They're like huge, okay? And the Chinese too, they make them huge. But the Khmer, they make it small. I make mine small like this. One individual serving. And it's pretty cute. And it's easy to cook too. It takes less time to steam it. Not like the big one, it takes 5-6 hours to steam it until you fall asleep, until wake up the next day. You still have to cook your rice, your rice cake, and that's not cool. So I make mine small, one serving, and that's all we need. We don't need the jumbo size where we have to suffer and trying to cook it all night. Some people will do that, you know. But I'm just trying to make cooking efficient, where we don't have to spend a lot of time steaming, cooking, boiling, by reducing the size of the cake or the cooking. Just like I took my sweetheart to, he like oxtail soup, right? I normally cook at home making our own oxtail soup. So as you know, the oxtail soup with one platter with the whole cow tail is about $25, $23, the lowest, right? I mean, I don't care about the price. I'm saying that the price of the oxtails is pretty pricey. Not only that, and it took about, what, 6 hours of 4 to 6 hours of boiling, okay, to get it softened to fall off the bone. So last night he said, oh, I want some oxtail soup. So I took him to the Vietnamese restaurant where the oxtail soup served, and I think it's only about $20 or $19 per bowl, okay, and he has a few pieces of oxtails. So I tell him that, you know, this is more efficient than buying the oxtails and cook it for 4 to 6 hours at home, you know. I mean, I don't mind cooking, but I cook oxtail all the time, and it just that sometimes, you know, if he just want only one bowl, then cheaper, like my friends say, cheaper to buy it from the store. So I just practice some of the principle, cheaper to buy from the store. So that cheaper to eat it from the restaurant. So okay. So that's what I told him, that yeah, the oxtail soup is a lot cheaper to eat it in the restaurant. First of all, we don't have to boil for 5-6 hours, or we have to clean it, and don't have to smell it, you know. So like super cool. This leaf definitely is too big. This would be good for like a large Vietnamese pork cake. But some of the cake you can, some of the expert can wrap it from the palm leaves, from what else? From palm leaf, from palm leaf for sure. So I'm not sure about coconut leaves, okay? But I know that the pandan leaves, or baichak, which is the another kind of palm leaves. So those are really, really good. Chinese people do that too. They wrap it from those type of leaves. So I got one that's a little longer than the other. So definitely this today is not cute coloring. So it's like oversized bananas, which is fine. I can make a mini anyway because the banana leaf don't let me do it. If I buy the 8 inches banana leaves that's already pre-cut in the round shape, I can do the mini wrap, the tuck in, the origami one, so I don't have to tie it up like this. Okay, I don't have to bind it. I just do the origami folding. It does not need to be tied up. Yeah, this is what yarn is for, you know. I mean, it helps in the cooking, with the cooking aid. Also, good for making hats and beanies. Okay, so There we go. It's not cute cuddling, but at least it's going somewhere. Okay? This is the largest size I made so far. Normally mine is like very small, mini, because I like that cuteness. The cuteness is hard to make, okay? Don't get me wrong, because the cuteness is like required like technique to do that. Okay, so my friend is coming. She's going to be cooking in the kitchen, so you're going to have to excuse the sound, the noise, okay? So, let me see if my volume is up. So, babe, your mom cook. She's a good cook. She cook all the time. That's why a lot of kids don't want to leave the house because the parent cook good at home, and it's more efficient to live at home for mom cook for us every day, you know. Hello, Lucy.
Hello.
Now, my kid was saying the same thing. Oh, love have mom back at home. She cooked. Before that, is that we can't leave the house. We can't wait to leave the house. Now they said, I can't wait to move back with mom. You notice that? You know, when they're teenager, you know, they wanted to have the freedom of living on their own, so they can be with their friend or their boyfriend or what have you, or do what they want to do, you know, and they can't do that when living at home. So they have to wait until they're old enough to go do that on their own, and then they discover that being their own, they have to know how to manage the bills, you know, pay the bills and all that. So then they're not admit it, you know, that they have to go through what everybody else going through, you know, becoming responsible adults. And then I didn't hear that from my kids until recent year, when they told me that they really had a hard time living on their own. They didn't tell me, you know. I mean, it came out when they started having their own kids, and they're facing they're facing the same turmoil that they face with us, you know. I mean, that as a mom faced with them, because they have to face with the kid the way I face with them. So I said, oh, okay, how is life? Enjoy, you know. I don't make the kind of statement, because I let my kid learn that from their own experience, because it's not nice to be petting, you know, because knowing that you have to go through what you go through with them, just let them learn it. That's what I do, you know. I don't want to pet them and say, well, how is it, you know. You're just getting paid back what you did to me. I didn't say that. I'm just saying that in my mind, in my heart. Because one of my daughters asked like question like that. I said, Mom, how do you do it, Mom? Because I really have a hard time with just 2 kids, and you have 6 of us and 7 taking care of your niece, and 7 of us, and I just realized that this time that we gang up on you. I said, oh, really? You really say that? You gang up on me? Oh, wow. It's nice to know that, because first of all, some of you blame me for everything, okay? You don't blame yourself for costing me all that, right? You only blame on me, but you don't know, you don't remember the thing that you did to me. You only want to remember what I did to you, because you bring upon that to me, you know. I mean, if you do what you're supposed to be doing, you don't have that coming. But because you want all the freedom, you want your boyfriend, you want to move out, you want to be with your friends, not going to school, you want to stay over, you want to party. And because I'm a responsible mom, so I didn't make all that happen, and you call me, I'm being mean. Your day shall come, and you shall know that what I go through with you, you will go through it too. Good luck. Let me know. Then I can come over. Otherwise, I'll be over there. Yeah. I just keep, I just stay, I'm just gonna stay in my own lane. I'm not gonna interfere with your parenting. You can go ahead and and parenting the way that you feel fit. You know, I mean, I won't interfere at all. You're the mother, you're the father. You handle the way you feel fit as a parent, you know, because I did mine. Your turn, you did yours. I won't give you a suggestion, I won't give you advice, I won't criticize you, I won't stop you. The only time I stop you is when overdoing it, and I, as a mandate reporter, I report you. So my family know that I'm a mandate reporter, so they're trying to like not do too much, okay? So I said, I'll turn your AWS in and have a nice vacation somewhere, you know, in a locked up house. So don't try anything, because that's what God did to me too, you know, turned me into social service sometime and telling that, well, my mom being mean. So I have the pleasure of becoming a mandate reporter. So if I see anything suspicious, I'll report. So they don't like that. I don't do that to my family, you know. But truly, I'm a mandate reporter, so I tell people right away that do not share anything that's gonna cause your your mishap. Okay, if I know things going on that are not safe for the kid or for adult or for anybody at all, husband and wife, kid and adult. So as a law-abiding citizen, I do report. So I let people know right away when they talk to me. I'm a mandate reporter. You don't want me to know or hear things, don't share with me. Okay? Do not share those intimate moments, anything that you don't want me to hear about your mishap or thing that you do that cause body harm or mental anguish or anything like that, you know, the negligence and all that stuff. So people know that that's why sometimes they call me, they said that they said that I work with they said that I'm a detective when I walk with the community, with the police department, you know, because we get called all the time. So I always be walking with the police department at the time, the police officer to go to the home, or even social worker, you know, CPS and children's services, adult protective services. So they always see me with law enforcement. So they think that I'm law enforcement too. I don't have badge, you know, but I do work with the law enforcement in terms of providing the language capacity. So a lot of people think that I'm a detective. So I think that's why I have more respect from the community, because they think that I'm that I can get in trouble. So it was nice, you know. I mean, I'm backed up with by a lot of my police friends, you know, because they're relying on service, and when they get called, and I'm happen to be one of those person who speak all the languages they need, so I get the most calls than anybody else. So I have the pleasure so much of working with the law enforcement, with the probation, you know. So I'm gonna use some of this dookie color here because I need to have the wraps, because I still have a lot of rice. I won't be able to finish it today. I don't have enough leaf for it. Let's see how much tolerance I can have with these wrap here, because it's I probably need to stick in the microwave for another minute. So far, you know, I mean, I'm able to manage. It's not as easy, but it's manageable. Okay, because the leaf is not bendable. It's tough. Trying to be too tough. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So but I taught my kids, okay, there's a way to discipline the kid. You can discipline them, but you gotta know the technique. You cannot just whip them with whipper or coat hangers or belt and things like that. You cannot do that. Okay, that causes too much emotional damage and physical damage. So there's a way, if you can discipline your kid in more effective way. You don't have to be violent. Some people say that, well, you have to get down. Not in this country. You not get down with the kids. You're not in Cambodia. You're not in Vietnam, where you're allowed to have the whole village to raise your kid. Here is, you have to take care of your own kid, meaning that to avoid all the physical harms. Because physical harm is not only physical harm, it can be emotional scars also. Okay, so just remember that. Always get help. Okay? If you ever get yourself in a situation where you cannot control the situation, then get help. Okay, get the family to help. Talk with the counselor. Talk with the school. Talk with law enforcement and give them a heads up, that, hey, you struggle with this kid and that you need the resource. Okay, you need the resource to come in to provide the support you need. Because raising a child is not easy, okay? Because I raised 6 of them, and to have 6 of them growing up unharmed, it's not easy, okay? Though I get blamed for a lot of things. I hear a lot of things also, but then they got to understand that they bring those things too. They all they do is just to protect, preserve, save from harm. And if I don't get the respect that I deserve, then I don't demand it, but I make sure that the respect is there, because it's not easy to be someone's parent, especially in this time where the family value is declining. Okay, not that because we have so many distractions coming in. For example, the internet, the things that distract the families, distract the kids, mainly are the internet, all the thing that we use for resource, for research, for learning, can be misused and abused. That's why we always taught parents that we used to run the early childhood education. We provide education to grandparents, how to help them implement with child early exposure to learning environment, provide them with books and tools and things that will help a child learn and be ready for school. Allow kids to have a pleasure of going to use the library and check out the books and exposure to the books and be able to read. If they can't read, then just turn the book pages and see the image, see the pictures of it, and allow parents to get involved, because a lot of time kids being grandparents watch, because most of the time all the Asian people leave the kid with grandparents because grandparents are not working folk, so they're home. So they provide safe environment for the grandkids. So they be taking care of their own grandchildren, which is more efficient, And I agree with that. If we do that for our kid too here. When she need to leave her kid at home, she would, and a lot of times she'll take the kid to work because they own their own business, so they can take the children to the shop and help the kid there. This time where they don't take them, so they have someone to leave the kid with that they can trust. It's important that we leave our kid to someone who are responsible and old enough to be responsible for the kid. And then grandparent will be like the next in kin who would have that caring and take part of that responsibility to help lighten the responsibility. I don't mind, I love being around my grandkids. If all my kids are here in town here, I would babysit all of them for them. All my grandchildren are a little bigger and they're in school age, and only one, my baby Akari, she's only 18 months now, I think. She's only child of my grandkids that are not in school. The rest are in school already. Okay, let me put this in hold on. I still have this here. So most of my grandchildren are in school, and my great niece and great nephews are also in school. So that's a great thing, and but having family to help with the rearing child is a great idea. As long the grandparent understand is that allow parents to do their own parenting, don't get interfere unless they require help, they ask for help. Don't interfere with their parenting. Don't jump over the boundary of being able to parenting their own kid, discipline the kid in a safe way, in a harmless way, but effective and positive way. That's called positive parenting, where we don't cause the affliction of bodily harm. Okay, there's a way to that. And some people said that, well, some kids need to, a little bit of roughness, a little bit of beating. No, this I learned that even adult, we don't like to get beat by boyfriend or girlfriends or neighbors or anybody. So what about a kid? Do they deserve beating? They're just kids, okay? Kids are kids. They're not grown up. They say, well, they're old enough. I know they're old enough, but then how would they learn if they're not being taught in the correct principle? All you want to do is correct them by beating and force them into learning. They're not going to learn. They're not going to learn through violent thrust. Okay, this is what the smart men say. Okay, fish cannot live in the hot water, or fish cannot survive in the hot boiling water, or fish cannot survive in the boiling water. So they were saying that parenting, it have to be like cold water, okay, not hot water. You have to be cold, meaning that it have to be nice and loving. It have to be loving. Love would change. Love will make a big difference. Even you feel that it does not make a difference, it does make a difference. It might take longer to see the result, but it's there. If a child does not get it and continue with the behavior, then you have to see outside source to find out if something is truly really mentally wrong with the child. So typically a normal child behavior would not be persistent. Okay? If it's persistent, something's going on, external or internal in their being. Okay, just like us, we survive all that. We like that peaceful kind of environment. Same thing for the kids, okay? Because they think that they don't feel the same way. They do. They have the same emotion, okay? We all have the same emotion. Whether we old or young, we have the same emotion. Just that some are more expressive and some are not. Because it's not being expressed doesn't mean that they don't have them. They do. Just that sometimes people express it differently. Some are more calm, some are more ballistic, some are more disciplined. This one right here, it's split, okay? I might if I put another.
Is this who's?
Huh? What is that?
This one paper. Right?
Oh, I think it belongs to the plant. It's just,
For the blade.
just yeah, it belongs to the plant. It belongs to his plant over there.
You just show.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if he noticed it's missing, but
Okay.
yeah, I think he picked his plant. For me, when I when I grew up with my parents, I got hit a lot, but then those days we don't consider that as child abuse. Okay, we consider that as child disciplining, so it's normal because everybody hit in the village. Like I told you, I can't run to my grandparents. Prayerfully, they saved me from getting hit, but no, they said they'll hold it. I'll hold it for your parents. It's so bad. They in that together. Okay, let me put in the microwave for a minute because I ran out of the one that I heat up earlier. You cooking, eating the food you cook earlier?
You make the Vietnamese cake.
I made a banana cake.
Yeah. Make me too.
Oh yeah, when it's done, you can have it. Right now, I run out of. Yeah, when it's done, right now it's 4. Then
Me too. If I don't cook,
when it's done,
you just do
I
just.
always cook extra for you too. When I cook.
Thank you.
When I cook, I think of you too because when you cook, you think of me.
Yeah. I know.
We think of each other. So when it's done, you can have some. Okay, a few more minutes. Hmm? Okay. So you think growing up in America is tough? It's a lot easier to grow up in America. In the day where I grown up, man, it was tough. But then you know what? It straightened me though. It got me to be a pretty nice person. It got me to have that good moral. Those taught us good moral and morale, okay? Because if we started anything funny, the parent will correct us. It does not allow us to escalate the issue because they said that their face is more important than hitting the child. Because if the child bring shame to the family, they will correct that. I remember when I had a fight with some idiot child always beating on me, and so one day I decided to fight back, and he ran to his parents and claimed that I got beat up by me. He got beat up by me. He. This person right here, they live on the other side of the village. This is different village than my own village. My dad, he commute from one farm to the next. So this one farm, I'm not too familiar with the village because we only there on farming seasonal farming. So my mom would ask me to go to the market, and I have to go through this village with all these awful kids who are mean. I don't know. I never caused any problem with them. For some reason, when I walk in that area, walk through that little village, little town, this kid would come out with stick and start chasing me. I remember that. I was terrified with that, and one day I fight back, and like I normally do, I don't get bullied. Let people bully me too long until I said enough, and then I started fighting back. And then they went to tell the parents, man, and the parent came to my parents and to report on me. They accused me of beating the kids. Me beating the kid. What about the kid ganging up on me? So So then they look at me like, I'm only about 100 pounds. I'm beating you guys. I said, well, yeah, she used to stick. Oh, yeah, of course I do. I used to stick because you guys gang up on me. So in order to bring justification to the family, so my mom did like the most humiliating thing by hitting me in front of those people. You know, she got her stick and she started beating me to let those people know that I'm being punished for my behavior. So I was so humiliated and I was so furious because, you know, if they only know that their kid's the one that have been beating me every time I walk through this village, you know, through this town. I mean, the little town. It's a nearby town. It's not like, you know, I have to walk miles. It's like at the end of the village. It's about, what, quarter mile, you know. So the next time when my mom asked me to go to market again, I said, nope, I'm not going. And she said, why? You're disobeying. Why you're not going to go to the market? I need something from the market. Well, because I have to walk through the market, those town, and those guys going to come up and gang on me. And then they're going to start beating on me. And when I start fighting back, they're going to go tell the parent's going to come tell you, and you're going to beat on me. No. So she said she didn't like my attitude, so she started looking for the stick. So I got no choice but running again from my mom. So we were talking about that the other day, and my mom said, remember when I used to hit you all the time? I said, yes, Mom, I remember every episode. We got so many episodes that I have to run from you, you know. But with all of that, I never have any harsh feeling toward my parents, you know. I love my parents. I love my dad until the day he died in my arms, and he was crippled due to the, he was paralyzed waist down due to the stroke, severe stroke. He had a few. I took care of him for 16 years until he departed in my arms, alone. Just he and I in a hospital, okay? So, because when I tell my family that, oh, Dad is not doing well, you got to see him. And no one paid attention until my dad passed away in the hospital. And then my sibling wanted to know, oh, what happened to Dad? Why Dad died? Why Dad died? Why didn't you tell us? Is that really? I did. And you know, Dad is not doing well. But my dad wasn't ill. You know, he lived his life in a way that he was okay until it's time for him to go. You know, I mean, a crippled man lived for 16 years under my care. I did a pretty good job. You know, I mean, a lot of time crippled people who paralyzed waist down don't live long because they don't get enough care. But I gave my dad all the care he needed. I even stopped working and live on a very minimal government paycheck that they pay me to take care of my dad. It's not even helpful, but you know, it's better than nothing. It allowed me to get another part-time job and be able to take care of my dad for 16 years until he passed peacefully. You know, I got a lot to thank my dad for allowing me for bringing me in this great country, because my dad, without him and my mom wisdom, I would be dead in the hand of Khmer Rouge, because we were the first population, we were the first family that the Khmer Rouge taken over our home, our land, our farm, everything that belonged to us, and driven us into the camp where they were recruiting us to become Khmer Rouge. So my parents escaped with their wisdom. They know that something's no good, so we need to flee. So my parents took us back to safety in Thailand, and we end up here in America. So I have a lot to thank my dad for, and my mom too. You know, my mom, she's a very wise woman. My mom does not read or write internet language, so she was a generation where women are not really allowed to to receive education, because they believe that women will, just like the way my parents were trying to bring me up, where I don't need to get education because I'll soon be married, so that way I don't have to get education. I would just become a housewife, you know. The same thing for my mom. My mom didn't get to attend school, though she lived right in front of school. She never gotten to attend school. I lived nearby school, you know, my grandparents' school home was in front of school. My parents' home was only a tiny block from the school. I can hear the children play and laughter. I can hear children recite the alphabet and recite after the teachers. You know, there's time where I sneak behind the window and watch those kids learn in school, because Cambodian school is not enclosure. It's an opening. So because it's so hot, they have the window open ajar, and are able to like sneak in the courtyard and watching those kids in school. I don't know why, you know, I'm not in school, but everybody else, most of the kids in the village in school. The only reason that I'm not in school because I'm needed at home, you know, to help with the babysitting or help my dad with the farming. But my brothers got sent to the city to go to school. With my aunt lived in the city, so he sent him to live in Battambang city, the main city. He attends school. I wasn't, because dad said that I'm more needed at home. So I never get educated. So when I came to America, I self-taught Cambodian. I spent a couple years learning the writing and reading system. So it was a little bit difficult because I didn't have the learning background in Cambodian, so I utilized a lot of dictionaries. Oh my goodness. No, it's okay. I'm just talking about the banana leaf here. It's all splitting. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm not complaining about you. I'm complaining about banana leaf is splitting. I cannot wrap it. It's splitting. It's too fresh. It's different kind of banana leaves. Certain banana leaves are more bendable. This banana leaf are not too bendable, so that's why I'm complaining about banana leaves not bendable. It's not allowing me to wrap too well. I don't have nice wrapping because the banana leaf is not bendable. I'm not complaining about you. No, do what you need to do. I'm complaining about the banana leaves here because it's breaking too much. I got the wrong kind of banana leaves. That's one. It's so breakable. It's so crunchy. You can hear that. See that? Oh. Oh. So yeah, growing up in Cambodia, I don't recommend it for anybody, but you know what? I didn't regret it. You hungry?
A video from my channel.
Oh, video for your channel. Yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate the fact that grow up in Cambodia definitely is a winner for me, because it taught me so much. It taught me human value and family structure value, because I love family. I'll do anything for family. I don't know, my friend. And this banana leaf is already driving me crazy. It's okay, well, I got one, but it's split right there. Okay. Oh, let me see. I got half done, and the banana leaf is not. It's not the best. But I'm thankful that I was in Cambodia. You know, it's such a great country. I was born in a great family. So if there is a chance that me going back to live in Cambodia, I would be gladly also, especially right now with all the things going on. I wish about all that I'm right there serving in the refugee camp, working with the children, you know, teaching them English. Now I see all the Cambodian kids are learning English. They got volunteer teacher who teaching in the camp. They don't have chair, they don't have table. I think somebody donated some book and pencil and easel, chalkboard. So she's teaching a lot of adult who can teach. They teach because they want the children to be in school. So when they left their home, they to go into the safe place, and the school shut down. The school got bombed down, so everybody leaving the village and their home, their farm, because it's harvesting season right now. So everybody left their farm, left their rice in the field to go to the area where they're not familiar, to go to the monastery where the monk opened the monastery ground for them to camp and put up the tent so they can be safe from bombing. So I saw a few teachers who are volunteer to teach the kid in the camp. I'm impressed, you know. I'm so impressed, and that alone made me feel like I need to drop everything and just go over there and be with my people. You know? And that's how I feel right now. I need to be over there and be with my people. I feel so helpless over here. I don't hear so much on the Thai side because the government are not allowed them to talk about the war. Yeah. It's split. They're not allowed to talk the war because they're dealing with the flood. So they're not allowed to talk about the flood neither. So they have to mute everything because they don't want the whole world to see what's going on in their country. So they hide all the things going on, which is not cool, you know, because the world need to know so that way the world can give them support they need. But because they feel shame about the thing that's going on, so they don't want people to know what's going on in the country, which is kind of shame, you know, because people suffer and people die from it. And how do you ignore that, you know? How do you not talk about that? How do you pretend that nothing happened, you know? This one broke. Goodness. Oh, goodness, this one I cut through. Oh my goodness. I think my emotion run too high, so I need to stop talk about the war because it affect my emotion. Okay, I think I need to stop rapping because it's not doing me any good right now because the rap is not. I'll do one more rap because I started already. Okay, I need 2 more raps and then I need to quit because the banana leaf is not It's not serviceable. All right. Let me find a good one and then I shoot. I'll be gentle. Welcome. I hope you're all doing well. Making numan or the banana wrap cake. Okay. So we double the banana. We have the sticky rice with the banana fillings, the plantain I used today, and the wrap with the banana leaves. This is the golden banana leaves here. And it's not doing too well. It's too crispy. Okay. It's breaking. It's splitting. It's so annoying. It's splitting. It's splitting. It's not doing good. Look at this. They are banana, beautiful banana leaves, but they're so breakable. They're not bendable like the green one. I think the one that I have in the steamer, I think it's about an hour. I think it's about done. And once done with this couple here, I will sample for you, okay? I can bring out one for sample and I'll let you know if it's ready. Because I have this one started earlier. I messed it up. So let me finish what I started with these two here. It's so crispy. You know, this would be good for decoration only, you know, not for food preparation. Because it's so crispy. Even I put it in the microwave for 2 minutes, it didn't change the textures. Normally, it'll change when it's heat up. It'll become more elastic. But not with these though. This didn't do too well. Okay, so I got this brown color here. Let me be gentle, not squeeze it too much. I cut it through on the previous one, so I have to reconstruct here. I have to rebuild this. Not cool. My friend Lucy, she loved this. That's why I didn't make it sweet. If I make it too sweet, she won't be able to. She won't want to eat it because the banana has a very, very mild sweetness. So I have 4 in the steamer. So I have 10 here. So we have 14 altogether. Not too bad. And I still have about 10, 15 more to go. I'll grab some more banana leaves tomorrow, and then I'll finish the rest. Okay, I might make a cute little one for you, the one with the origami fold. I couldn't do this because look at the complexity of the leaf itself. It won't allow me to do origami. I need different kind of banana and different cut to do the origami, where I don't need this string here to bind them. Okay, no. So cute. I like this. This yellow right here. Look at the beautiful tone of it. It's like a yellowish color. Very pretty. Very seldom that I come to see this kind of color. Okay, typically dark green or soft green, but now this color. Okay. So that's why I was so fascinated with it. Okay, let me put this aside so I can bring the finished cake. Okay, I think I have in the steamer from the time I start. So right now is what almost 2 hours long, so it should be done. Okay. Because it's steaming and it takes a little bit longer than the boiling, and the boiling is cool also, but steaming had better result. It has less water dampen, and I like it better when it's steamed. Okay, let me get a bag so I can discard this.
Give me something.
See, it more go to the waste than go to the production. That. So far, I got about 14 cake done, despite of all the crazy wrap, brokens and crispiness. No, I could use the help with the foil, but I don't like to do that. I don't like to use the foil in cooking if I can avoid it. Okay, let me clean this out where I can bring in the cake for you guys.
Did I make sure not? Yeah, no, you can hear. Hey, you want to eat with me?
Bunkan?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you cook a lot. The other day, my coworker gave me a lot of food, so I couldn't cook.
Who?
My coworker, she feed me. That's why I couldn't cook.
Oh, they've been feeding you?
Yeah.
That's good. Don't you like it when people feed you once in a while? Okay, so here you go. Let me see if this is done, okay? So, well, the color didn't change as much. You know, once it's cooked, usually it turns brown, which is that's what it does right now. It's okay. This is gonna be hot. Okay, I hope that it cooked, because when I press it, it's soft and spongy. So that should be the indication that it's done. Okay, so just go ahead and open it up. Well, because the banana now is bendable because it's in the heat, so it's nice and bendable. It's still hot. So here, the banana wrapped. So You see the shred of coconut, shredded coconut. If I open this, I cut it open, you will see the, oh, let me, the bean cooked really well, and the bananas. Okay, let me get the sharp knife for this. But this is not sharp, but let's see, it'll cut. So here are our fillings. It's the banana didn't turn the color too well. It still had like a little pinkish, yellowish color textures. Come on. Oh. Low sweetness. The only sweetness is probably from a little bit from the banana. I just want to make sure the bean cook. So here's the bean. The bean cook. The rice cook. I brought it back from Jenda's house.
Oh, she ready?
No, babe. I think they got it from Costco.
Oh.
Would you like to sample the cake?
No, Mom. You just let me eat this cookie? Yeah, I'll take one. I'll take half. I wouldn't have eaten this cookie.
You can put it back.
Yeah, but I already got it now.
The cake is not sweet.
Okay. Good idea.
You told me to cook with this one. Tomorrow I will buy more water from Central. On Monday I will be from Mary.
Well,
Thank you.
that's a half.
That's a half.
Oh,
It looked like a whole. Is that really?
it's half whole
Oh, okay.
because here's spoon you like.
No, I'm gonna eat it with my hand.
Okay.
Old school. Where is it? Did you? Put this in the freezer. I like my cranberries frozen.
See how bendable it is when it's in the heat. It's so bendable. Look at that. Maybe next time I'll boil it for a few minutes before I wrap it. And here we go, our banana wrap cake. I like mine warm.
With that in.
You get a new one, huh?
I eat them.
What? Just take a bit.
Why you do that for him?
It's okay. She like it.
There's plenty over there. You don't have to do that to him.
It's okay. Here, check this little piece right here. Another piece right here. Check that.
So yummy.
Mm-hmm.
I have to send my stomach for this.
Well, that's well done. What kind of bean is that? It's different from the last time.
Probably black eye beans
Why beef?
Really?
or kidney beans
The black eyed peas?
or elbow beans.
So you tried a different kind of bean this time. Tastes good.
Any bean is fine.
No, but this, no. Based on the traditional bean, this one tastes good.
Normally they do the black bean because they like color coming out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, you guys, I'm not done with the wrapping because I can't handle the wrappers because it's too crunchy.
I'm gonna take it outside, okay?
It stinks.
I know, that's why I'm taking it.
You guys, we are good, okay? I'll send you guys a little short of the finished production, but so far,
Yeah, that's pretty doggone good. I love it. Tastes great.
I have this much done, okay? So I have 10 here and got 13 left in the pot. I ate one. I ate half. And so that's why I was able to like really manage to do this with the leaves that's so hard to incorporate, okay? But, it's a carefully skilled. Look, this one is a little bit it's a little bit opening, but it should be cool. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Help subscribe, like, share, and follow. So that way I can go back and do that to you guys, okay? With love.